dryer sheet test. Why, hello YouTube. Please thumbs up and subscribe. Today we're going to do a brief overview slash review of my Hoover Celebritard. I mean, celebrity. I mean, it's a constellation, right? Because it's floating.
It's the flying saucer.
It's a UFO. It's a Hoover Celebrity. And this one's from the 1970s.
It's proof the aliens have landed.
It's a S3121. Because the Hoover label's a bit worn off because it exhausts here and then it just floats in this small little lip here. Not rubber or skirted like a hovercraft. And it's not to be confused with the Constellation, which is a circle. So the aliens evolved and gave us a flying saucer.
Or they just squished it.
You know, just like a Hoover Spirit and a couple other Hoovers that had this 3 tri-lug system that then locked there. One thing peculiar about the hose of this vacuum is, you can see how big that is, it is very, very short. It is so short when you're using it. You'll
Another foot would just do miracles.
yeah, it would just do the machine a big favor. To give you an idea, if we're up like this, you can see that the hose is all the way up in this guy. Now, something is this has the plastique error of the Hoover locking. Then it's got the suction control right here, and what that does is, of course, it just opens the valve and just bleeds air. And you know, it came with the standard Hoover tools at the time, which were 2 locking wands. This tool, which is incredibly similar to a Lewitt tool, though Lewitt may have copied Hoover. I'm not sure. Comment below if you know the answer to that. So this locks and unlocks the brush in its place. Hoover edge cleaner, and you can see the edge cleaning action there. Also came with this dusting brush. Now, I have the rest of accessories in the basement, but they're just a crevice tool and upholstery tool, nothing special. You've all seen Hoover button lock accessories. What's cool about this is this was a Craigslist find. And a week earlier I'd sold that same customer a new Miele vacuum. This was maybe back in 2009, you know, when the S5 was still out. So it was kind of weird showing up at this lady's house and buying this machine for like 20 bucks or whatever it was. So there used to be a plastic cover that went over the switch, and that is broken off, unfortunately. You do have a rubber gasket thing going in there. And then this is something I really just love. The old Hoovers that have these, this lock, which has a spring inside it, so it flexes as you do this. It's completely metal. It's just cheap stamped sheet metal, but it's so tactically pleasing. And then your cord hook would be right here on this model. Now they did make models with wheels and cord hooks and had all sorts of garbage hanging off them, but that's not the one I have. And they also made this in yellow. So if we open up the lid, you'll see there are no airflow guides or anything in there. What we're going to find in here is a Hoover H-bag, which oddly enough is the same shape as a Eureka H-bag. And don't get them confused because they're different bags. And there's like a little picture of the machine even on here. That's the wheeled version. Very, very cool thing. So that's the bag. There's no gasket. That was before we had gaskets. Though this intake is kind of a rubbery. If we can get closer, it's kind of a rubbery. Alright, sorry, we lost power there on the camera. So the gasket is the intake. Super simple to service, and you can see you do not have a particularly large motor here. To give you an idea, it's about the size of my fist. Not large for a vacuum motor. And what I did, for better or worse, is I cut up part of a HEPA bag I had laying around as an intake filter, just kind of to help its filtration off. Let's tilt the camera this way a little bit so you can see what's in there. Now, I don't know why, but there is an orifice right here. Do you know why, Reggie, there is an orifice right there?
Not for that. It's for the models that had the attachments on top.
Okay, so
the crevice tool slot would stick
in there?
It would fit down in there.
Okay, so it's for a different model, but you have a place to hide your drugs right there, I guess, if you were into such things.
The marijuana.
Now, here we are in Colorado. Why I don't partake in it, I am in a state where that wacky tobacco is quite legal. So we're going to plug this right in here. Yeah, I guess it does make a good seal with that rubber. And again, the bumper is the rubber gasket, so I guess if you beat this up in your furniture too much, you could break that. And then this...
They're pretty tough, though.
Yeah, they are tough. That just lines up there. And again, that nice clasp right there. Just wonderful thing. And this is not a slinky hose like on some. Now, Reggie, is your yellow one, is that a slinky hose, or is that the same sort of hose?
Same hose as this.
It's the same hose. It's the same thing.
They never had a slinky hose on these.
No. So, the yellow one you have, did it have a power head, or was it just exactly the same as this?
Thing.
Were they sold at the same time, or is yours a little older?
Oh, I don't know that one.
We don't know.
I'm assuming it's the same time, maybe sold at different stores.
Yeah, different colors, because I think there was a blue one, or maybe the blue one was only a pull behind. Some of these with the attachments on here. Do you have one of those?
Yes, but they have wheels.
They have wheels, and they have so much crap on there, but they're really kind of pretty though. Actually, they're all chromed. But this is a very simple machine.
I got the blue chrome one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking in my head. Because there's a yellow beige plastic one that was quite horrible that they made as well.
Yeah.
So I guess if it was sold at JCPenney's, maybe that was the one you got.
I have one of the lower blue ones with no cord winder, but it has attachments on top.
Yeah.
And a power head.
Yeah. So, but this is just a cool machine. And in terms of airflow, I seem to remember it tests, well, at least in suction, it was like 50 inches of water. Have you ever put your airflow gauge on one of these?
No. We should. We
should test the airflow on this. Yeah, no, it's decent. Definitely has more suction than a Kirby.
Yeah,
it has more suction.
Kirby bag with it.
It has more suction than a Royal. Just to mess with some of y'all out there, because I know some of you really are single vacuum ladies out there. But anyways, so that's my Hoover celebrity, my Hoover celebrity story. So please thumbs up and definitely subscribe to my channel for more vacuum stuff.